Hello everyone, you already know who it is. It's you already know who it is. Coming back at you with another video, Mr. Royal Diamond, aka Mr. RoyalNieves. So today my topic will be have faith. Have faith in God, have faith in yourself, have faith in your goals and dreams. Believe with all your might that they can come true for you. But most importantly, I also want to talk about like having a relationship with God and how important that is for your life. I just want everybody to at least give God a fighting chance, give Jesus Christ a fighting chance. Don't get fooled into believing you have to be perfect in order to give yourself or surrender yourself to God or Jesus. It's a process, it's a progress. It's a learning progress as well. You learn, you grow, and it's just little step day by day. He's just looking for your heart. He's just looking for you to have a faith. He just want to be able to be the one you count on, you go to. And I just want to let everybody know that you don't have to give in all to the stigmatism and all these beliefs that everybody have around God or Jesus, or or out of fear or out of doubt or not knowing, because that's like the best relationship you can ever have in your life at all, since you only have one credible life. It's with God and Jesus, and they bring such harmony and serenity and peace in your life. Like, they got you, they got your back. He's like your best friend. He's like the one that will never leave you nor forsake you. He always has your back. He forgives you for your sin. He rises you up when you feel down and out. He's the one that's there when everybody's gone. He's the one that's there to have that he lets you know that he has your back. Like he will never leave you or forsake you. Like he will. He's the one that you always wanted. Like, I guess, in a person, but you couldn't have. It's just like you have to be the person you wish you had when you needed that person. And then then I know there's a lot of people who kind of hide behind this shell or this facade of somebody else, or trying to be somebody who they're not because they really don't know who they are or their authentic self, or all that stuff. And for me personally, my experience is just like the moment I opened my heart to God and I accepted Him. It was just, words can't even begin to describe. It was just like I was just crawled up like a little kid surrounded by darkness, and it was just this incredible, magnificent hand that reached out to me, so powerful, so full of light and pure and love and strength. And this voice was calling out to me. He was like, take my hand, my son. And I did it. I took the hand, and all the darkness was gone. All that stuff just begin to fade away, because the closer you get to God, the more you're more aligned with your truth. You find out who you are, your self-worth, your identity. And then you find out who God is, how He is, how incredible He is, how magnificent He is. It's just like your soul rejoices, your soul is free, your soul is connected. He purifies you. He blesses your mind and your thoughts with purity and love and goodness, and to continue to do good even when it's hard to do good, and you're tempted to be like, oh, let me treat somebody else the way they treated me. But God says vengeance is never yours, it's His. Because He don't want you to taint yourself with the wrong things in this life. You know what I'm saying? And I just always pray that that people just all of you guys, whoever watches my video, if you have God or not, if you know Jesus or not, that He loves you, He cares about you. There's no sin too great. There's nothing that you can ever do that God will love you any less. And I learned that. You know what I'm saying? Overcoming my own struggles, my own challenges, fighting, the old me, trying to embrace the new me and Him. And it's a journey, it's a progress. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to get everything right the first time and build this guilt complex because either you're new at it, or people who trying to get it right, or people who's been in the process, and trying to do good, and sometimes they stumble, they fall, but the thing is to never give up on God. He never gives up on you. Never give up on God, no matter if you feel down and out, if you're crumbling, if you feel like you're shattering to pieces. He will take all those pieces that broke apart, that shattered you, and put them back together and create a new you, a better you, a more resilient you, a more dedicated, determined, hungry, fearless you. You know what I'm saying? Like, God is just very important. And I also want to say, like, when you go to church and you're beginning the journey, make sure you consult with God with everything that you're learning in church. So that way, when you build your relationship, it's based on His truth and not basically everything that the church is saying. Because sometimes sometimes the church has like these different, like they believe that tradition, how it's been in history, applies to what the word is saying, and sometimes they might not really fully understand what the word is truly saying to them based off how they've been conditioned and programmed, even in a traditional sense of religion. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that even now in my own journey that I'm discovering as well. I today went to church, and I felt like I just felt like this thing, like I realized that I had the spirit of discernment, because a lot of things that I see and I hear a lot of people, that it's kind of like it doesn't sit right. It's kind of like when someone's talking to you, it's something stirring your spirit that either they're lying. I'm not saying the church. I'm just saying like people, like how you have that intuition, like something is telling you, like your spirit God. It's kind of like, listen, like pay attention, like really understand what I'm trying to teach you on. I want you to what I want you to see, you know, and that's what I learned today. And a lot of things that comes into my mind, it kind of reassures that. You know what I'm saying? Because God is all real, all love, and I mean, I just pray that no matter where you are or whatever you're going through, you will call upon Him and His angel. He will tell His angel to take charge of over you. Like He was just, and they will uplift you and rescue you and heal you and give you strength that you thought you never had. Take you to places you thought you would never be. Overcome things you thought that it was just like the end of you. You understand what I'm saying? That's how powerful He is, and so much more than that. I mean, we can't even begin to understand and comprehend how credible He is, how magnificent He is, how powerful He is, how much He loves you and cares for you. You know what I'm saying? That's why He says He will be your vindicator. You know what I'm saying? Do not take vengeance. Never taint your purity of heart because of something you don't understand or because of how other people treat you. Always remember this: how you carry yourself and treat others define who you are, and how other people treat you and other people define who they are. So never give in to the belief, because sometimes the enemy will try to trick you, make you believe that that you have to fix something, or that you're the problem, or this, that, and the third. Because if you have a friend, right, or even family members, right, and they treat you a some kind of way, and you tell them, like, God will give you, like, you don't like it, right, it bothers you, you pray to God, like, I don't like the way they treated me. You begin to see how He moves, and they either one, start changing, or two, you have to be very like tough within yourself, like very kind of like, let me have a conversation with you because I don't like the way you treated me, I don't like the way you're talking to me. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that takes courage and guts, and this is how you know if they really value you or care about you. You bring them up to the first time, and usually a lot of people, it's instant. They be like, okay, I understand, da da da, right? So if you come around again and they do it a second time, that's red flags. That's already okay. Now we get into the nitty gritty. Now we about to get to the truth. Now, you know what I'm saying? So it's either goes two ways. It's either they didn't realize they slipped up, and they'll be like, and you tell them like, remember what we talked about? They'll be like, yeah, true. And then after that, it should be done. You know what I'm saying? It should be done. That's it. It shouldn't be no third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh tries. Absolutely not. When you start forgiving people over and over for the same thing again, you're basically, how you allow people to treat you, you're teaching them how to treat you, on what you tolerate. You know what I'm saying? From whoever in your life. That's why you have to be very careful of what you accept and you allow to slide by. And that's what the problem with a lot of people think they can talk to people a certain kind of way, treat people kind of way, and they really believe that person, no matter if it's blood or not, gonna keep tolerating it or keep hanging around. Because a lot of people have like this fear of being honest with themselves, like, yeah, maybe I am out of pocket, or maybe I am being disrespectful, or maybe I am doing the most or doing too much, and I need to correct myself. There's no shame admitting when you're wrong and admitting you did something wrong and asking God for forgiveness. There's no shame in that. That actually tells people that you are mature and a wise person. But if you realize that someone is keep treating you that way, this is how you go about it. Or this is how you could go about it. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. You do how you want to do. You take my advice or my video at your own discretion. Let me get that clear too. But you be like, you know what? I need to talk to you. And then you be like, if this is the third time that you treat him the same kind of way, and I already told you how I feel about that. And you, the first time you address the situation, you tell him, if this continue, I will no longer be around. I will not hang around with you. I will not call you. I will not go out my way for you. I'm not going to do none of that. All ties calls off. Because you got to let them know, and something you have to demonstrate people, that you are not playing with your self-worth. You're not playing with the disrespect. We are too phenomenally made, incredibly made, and too much loved by God to allow anybody to disrespect you, call you out your name, make you feel inferior, make you feel small. You understand what I'm telling you? Because a lot of times, all this social media and the world and all these programming got you feeling like you small, inferior, like you not all that in a bag of chips. Basically, what I'm trying to say, like you're not one of God's child. Like people need to recognize God's people. You know what I'm saying? Because we serve a powerful God who can do all things. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm just want to get across, and it's basically about having a credible relationship with God, and basically standing the standards for your life and not letting people treat you any kind of way. You know. Because it's a cost to lose you. Remember that. And you let people know. You lose me, you lost out. Point blank period. And that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? But getting back to what I was saying, that I just want everybody to know that you don't have to be afraid to love God, to accept God, to embrace God, or be embarrassed or ashamed to worship Him, to love Him, to give Him praise, to pray to Him, to go to church, or however it is you want to worship Him. Because your journey with God is specifically unique. Yeah, it's specifically how you are, and how, wherever He's taking you, whatever goes in dream He has you. And another thing, never let nobody who don't understand your vision that God gave you, that you know God gave you, to steal that from you because they misunderstood something, or they want to live their life out of fear and excuses. You know, and I just want to make that clear to everybody. Because at the end of the day, you only have one life to live, and if God is keep giving you visions and goals, and He keeps planting these things through the course of your life, He's talking to you. He's trying to bless you with something that other people might not even understand or see. Even when you receive the blessing, they still might not get how he got that, or how He did that. And all you have to do is be like, well, it was God, point blank period. Like I've been trying to tell people, it's that simple. You know, you take it how you want, accept it how you want, but that's just the reality of the truth. You know what I'm telling you? So, excuse me, I'm trying to. The phones are getting big now, so trying to get them out my pockets and stuff like that. But that's just want to say, God transformed me, and He continued to work in me, and it's a work in progress, and I'm just excited, and I just want to let people know, because a lot of people keep making these excuses, or keep whatever the situation may be, and be like, oh, about this God, or trying to blame God for something that had nothing to do with God, or because they don't want to take accountability. No, we need to start acting accordingly. Basically, that's what I'm saying. You need to start raising your level of standards, of expectation, of your morals, of what you're willing to accept and not accept. And if you have to take the journey by yourself with God, then that's all who you need. Because at the end of the day, that's all you will ever need in your life. Because even if the world turns it back on you, God will make you shine, and God will supply all that peace and all that validation, all whatever it is that you see, you can find it in God. He will give it to you at plentiful. So much that people just feel it when you're around. So much so that when you speak, it speaks to people's spirit. It moves people. You know what I'm saying? That's just God working through you. That's just God letting people know, like, yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still vindicating. I'm still, promoting. I'm still uplifting, healing, claiming my people. It's not what people say. It's not what the world say. It's what God say. It's what God is telling you. And don't let nobody ever fool you into thinking otherwise, or make you feel, or trying to manipulate like your guilt or something. Manipulate guilt on you, like, oh, da da da. Sometimes you gotta be very emotionally, mentally strong within yourself. Like enough is enough, no is no, and God is faithful in all His ways. And if you yourself feel like you made a mistake or you did something wrong, there's no shame to be like, Lord, I messed up. I'm sorry. It got the better of me. Help me to do better. Help me. What other habits, routines, what scripture I need to read to really elevate myself, to really not let nobody irritate me or move me. You understand what I'm telling you? So that's all I want to came out, here. Like, know your worth, know your truth, love yourself, have faith in God, open your heart to God, accept Him as your Lord and Savior and Jesus. Because words can't even describe, like I'm telling you from like experience and things that I thought would just, like, I would not think I would be here today. Basically, what I'm telling everybody. So for all you who are hurting, who are lost, who are depressed, who are suicidal, who are on drugs. You know, you went to some crazy abuse or all that. I mean, God is just, I'm, it's just like words cannot describe. He loves you far too much to let you slip or let you just leave. Point blank, period. Regardless of what anybody got to tell you. But like I say in every video, I love you. God bless you. Let's take the world by storm. Comment, like, and subscribe. Let's start growing together, healing together. I want to be interactive with God's people, and I mean all of God's people. Let's talk. Let's communicate. Let's really get back. Like, let's really get back to truth and realness and love and purity and love and respect for God. And there's so much truth in Him. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I mean, there's so much, and I'm telling you, there's so much more content to come. It's gonna blow your mind. You understand what I'm telling you? So I love you. God bless you. Comment, like, and subscribe. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Let's change the world. Let's take the world by storm. United we conquer all. Point blank, period. And God is our everything. But I love you. Till the next video. Thank you. Bye.